was raised in Georgia around Atlanta, or as most people in the area call it, Metro Atlanta. Whenever my family would take road trips, we would end up taking I-75. If you look to the side while driving down, you may see something looming over, watching the cars drive by. Its eyes spin round and round while its beak moves up and down. This is the Big Chicken, the most famous building in Marietta, Georgia, and probably the most famous KFC there is. The Big Chicken has served as an iconic landmark since its construction in 1963, though the Big Chicken wasn't originally KFC. It was originally built by Stanley R. Davis under the name Johnny Reb's Chick, Chuck, and Shake. He hired Georgia Tech student Hubert Puckett to design the iconic building. Davis's reasoning for building the 56-foot-tall chicken was to attract customers from the newly built Highway 41, which now runs parallel to I-75. Hence why you can see the chicken from 75. Anyways, Davis's plan worked, with the chicken not only becoming a popular roadside attraction, but also an icon in Marietta. Many locals would use the chicken as a means of direction. Left of the Big Chicken became a famous phrase. Locals weren't the only ones who navigated with the chicken. Pilots used the Big Chicken as a landmark when locating the Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport. Seeing as that is the busiest airport in the country, that's a lot of pilots using the chicken as a means of direction. That's why when talks of the Big Chicken being demolished in 1993 went around, pilots were angry and voiced their concerns. See, by this point in time, the Big Chicken belonged to KFC. In 1966, just 3 years after opening Johnny Reb's, Stanley Davis sold the location to his brother A.T. Davis. A.T. turned the location into a KFC franchise in 1974. 19 years after being a part of KFC, the Big Chicken wasn't looking too good. The motors that operated the eyes and beak had to be turned off due to the noise scaring children, as well as the motor shaking the building so much that the windows broke. Also, harsh winds had damaged the chicken the year KFC was debating taking it down. Instead, KFC listened to the public outcry and decided to instead restore the Big Chicken. The original plan for the restoration was to make it look feminine. The original Big Chicken was white with red stripes, but this new chicken was planned to be all white with a red extension on the back representing the red part of the chicken. This look was scrapped, however. Instead, we got the bright red chicken we have today. There was another restoration made in 2017. This wasn't just a restoration for the Big Chicken, but also for the restaurant itself. First off, a sign outside was put acknowledging its identity as the Big Chicken. The building itself was also extended, with extra dining space as well as a patio being added. My personal favorite addition was the gift shop, which you can find when you enter the building and approach the cash register. Last time I went, I got a hat and a shirt, but they have a lot of different items such as aprons, stickers, and keychains. The Big Chicken has also inspired a few local music groups, one of which is the Big Chicken Beatles Band. They are a Beatles tribute group that performs throughout the Southeast. They're really only attached to the Big Chicken in name and logo, with them being more attached to the Beatles. I mean, their drummer literally goes by Ringo. The other group, on the other hand, is more attached to the chicken, even being sponsored by KFC themselves. The Big Chicken Chorus is a Marietta chapter of the Barbershop Harmony Society. They do barbershop quartets in local areas. You can also go in and watch their rehearsals. The idea has definitely crossed my mind once or twice. Speaking of ideas, the previous mayor of the town Fitzgerald, Georgia, Jim Puckett, had the bright idea to build the town their own Big Chicken. He decided to use government funds to construct a topiary chicken that would be 2 feet taller than the Marietta one. While the metal frame was built, it was never finished since Puckett wasn't re-elected. The controversial $300,000 chicken was one of the reasons 95% of voters voted against him. While the metal frame still stands, the current mayor of the town has stated that there are no plans to finish it. Instead, the town intends on adding some benches around it. So yeah, the competition, or the compa-chicken, if you will, was basically unsuccessful. A Chick-fil-A was built literally across the street from it in 2022, but we'll see how that goes since KFC has better chicken anyways. Don't sue me, I know it's blasphemy for someone living in Georgia to say Chick-fil-A is bad, but sue me. Anyways, although the Big Chicken technically isn't the biggest chicken in the state anymore, it's still the biggest finished chicken. With that being said, that concludes the history of the Big Chicken. If you've ever been to the Big Chicken, please comment with your experiences. I would love to hear them. And if you like the video, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, or all three. My sources are in the description, so if you want to check out any of the articles, then go ahead. Also, for those of you who are returning viewers, my goal for this year is to upload bi-weekly rather than once a month like I did last year. I don't think it'll diminish the quality in any way, but it might mean you'll see a lot of shorter videos like this one. I have a handful of other videos I'm working on right now, so hopefully I'll be able to keep that up, but we'll see with college and my job. Anyway, that's all. Corn, out.